Hey FTRealM viewers, it's Friday and I'm Flynn. This week's topic is transgender stereotypes. The guys before me did a really good job of explaining some of the stereotypes that I've experienced and people have said to me or things that I've read online. I will probably end up talking about some of them that guys have already said earlier in the week, but like Chad said yesterday, that just means that we share experiences together, and these are true. Like some of the guys spoke about earlier in the week, saying that it's a stereotype that trans men are gay, and when you transition, you all of a sudden are gay. I've actually experienced kind of the reverse of that, in that most people assume that I'm straight. Most people have been surprised when I've told them that I don't identify as straight and I identify as queer or pansexual. The thing that we need to remember is that gender identity isn't related to sexual orientation. Sexual orientation is about who we're attracted to, whereas gender identity is about our own personal self and how we feel we identify. Transgender people can be gay, straight, bisexual, pansexual, queer, etc., etc. Being trans has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. Bottom line. Another stereotype that I've experienced, I think mostly due with my age. I'm going to be 29 in a couple weeks, so I am a bit older. I'm closer to 30. I've noticed that a lot of people think that you need to transition at a young age, and as well as that you need to know at a young age. Not all trans people have the "I knew I was trans at 4" narrative, and that's okay, and that is still valid, and it still makes that person trans. The third stereotype that I want to talk about is people's ideas of what trans looks like and what transgender people look like, and that we all look the same, and you can tell. This is a really big stereotype that really bothers me, because just like cis people, everyone looks different. Just because I'm trans and maybe you're trans doesn't mean that we look anything the same. People are diverse, no matter if they're cis or trans, and you can't tell by a person and how they look if they're trans or not. The fourth stereotype that I want to talk about, and the one I think that bothers me the most, is the stereotype that all trans people need to medically transition. Now, I know a few of the guys earlier in the week mentioned this one as well, and I think that one that's because we get that a lot, and this is a hugely incorrect, widespread stereotype that we just need to get rid of. Everyone's story and everyone's journey is different, and what's good for one trans person might not be good for another. If you choose to say the sex that you were assigned at birth and you identify as trans, you are trans. Some people don't feel the need to have surgeries or take hormones, and that's perfectly fine, and that still makes them trans. So those were a few of the stereotypes that I feel most frustrated about, or that I've experienced firsthand and people have said to me. I think between me and the rest of the guys, we covered, most of the well-known stereotypes. If you have any other ideas or comments, things you want to talk about, leave them down below underneath the video. My social media information is down below again. Add me on there. We can be friends. Thanks for watching. Again, hope y'all have a really good weekend. It's supposed to be really sunny here in Vancouver, so I'm definitely going to be going outside and getting some vitamin D, probably going to the beach. So hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you all next Friday. Alright.